Did the Bush administration gain from September 11th? Answer, yes. Does that tell you anything? No. Every authoritarian system in the world gained from September 11th, and it was immediately predictable. But you're just going to leave a lot of things unexplained. That's the way the world is. Belief that it could have been done is so, has such low credibility. I don't really think it's serious. I should say that, I'm pretty isolated on this in the West. I mean, a large part of the left completely disagrees on this and has all kind of elaborate conspiracy theories and, about how it happened and why. And so on, but I think it just, first of all, I think it's completely wrong, but also I think it's diverting people away from serious issues.
If they really did this, and they fooled, the mass media, and they fooled the universities, and they fooled the political parties, and they fooled some of our best intellectuals,
it just doesn't make it. I mean, even if we're true, which is extremely unlikely, who cares? I mean, it doesn't have any significance. But it's a little bit like the huge energy that's put out on trying to figure out who killed John F. Kennedy. I mean, yeah, who knows, and who cares? I mean, plenty of people get killed all the time. Why does it matter that one of them happened to be John F. Kennedy? If there was some reason to believe that there was a high-level conspiracy, it might be interesting. But the evidence against that is just overwhelming. If it happened to be a jealous husband or the mafia or someone else, what difference does it make? It's just taking energy away from serious issues onto the ones that don't matter. And I think the same is true here.
I guess a two-part answer. Maybe the second part is more important, but the first one needs to be said. If my community, the town where I live, had a serial killer working who killed a couple of dozen people, and someone came up to me and said, we're still bloody well investigating this. Almost, 9 years have gone by, right? So what? They killed 9 people in our community. It's time to forgive and forget and move on to other issues. I think the whole community would be appalled. And here we're talking about some people who killed roughly 3,000 people. And we're supposed to say, well, who cares really who it was? I mean, let's let bygones be bygones. And who cares that that triggered 2 invasions? And hundreds of thousands of people, the country of Iraq laid waste in many ways. Who cares? Let's move on. Now so the first part of my answer is basic accountability and justice. The second one is, if these people really did pull off the operation and persuade the majority of people that it was Muslim extremists.
Who are these people?
Well, I don't know their names, Byron, but clearly I'm saying it was an inside job and that they were clearly people in the U.S. government,
Okay.
military, and intelligence communities, a network of people, possibly with the assistance of foreign intelligence networks, I don't know, but certainly they had to have been embedded in the United States, who pulled this off. If they really did this, and they fooled, the mass media, and they fooled the universities, and they fooled the political parties, and they fooled some of our best intellectuals, our best thinkers, even people who think of themselves as dissidents and critics, the implications are enormous. I mean, for one thing, if they did it once, why can't they do it again? When are they going to stop? Maybe there's going to be an incident similar to that that's going to happen any day now, and it's going to have, guess what? It's going to have Iran's fingerprints on it. So I guess we better bomb Iran. If they did it once, can they do it again? Perhaps they're already doing it again. Perhaps there's a series of these events. And so really, it would be astonishing to me to think, we're just going to let that one go and we'll move on to other things. We can't, it seems to me the world community cannot move on properly to other things on the basis of a foundation of lies.
Who killed John F. Kennedy? I mean, who knows? And who cares? I mean, plenty of people get killed all the time.
The implications are enormous. I mean, for one thing, if they did it once, why can't they do it again? When are they going to stop?
It just doesn't make it. I mean, even if we're true, which is extremely unlikely, who cares?
Basic accountability and justice. Basic accountability and justice. Basic accountability and justice.
So that leaves WikiLeaks. Until this latest batch, I hadn't spent much time thinking about WikiLeaks, because for me, the entire edifice crashed and burned when its founder was reported as saying, "I'm constantly annoyed that people are distracted by false conspiracies such as 9/11, when all around we provide evidence of real conspiracies for war or mass financial fraud." The words of someone so inflated by his own self-esteem that he thinks that stolen, or perhaps donated documents, which can be forged and otherwise manipulated, should take precedence over the stark, recorded evidence that proves the official version of 9/11 is a pack of lies. Huge buildings do not collapse in freefall for no reason, and even bigger ones do not eject molten iron caused by fires far less intense than those found in jet engine combustion chambers. But, give him his due, he does seem to be a godsend for the CIA and Mossad because of his views about 9/11. Come to think of it, if Julian Assange had not existed, the CIA and Mossad would have invented him.